Rascal has been my companion, my buddy, since he was about 9 months old. Rascal is a rescue dog. I got him about 13 years ago. He has been my travel buddy. We have been across the U.S. due to military. Chip I actually got several years after getting Rascal. And Chip is a little Shih Tzu. When Rascal was out somewhere and he was afraid, Chip would get in the middle and make sure that Rascal was okay. So then I called Chip Rascal's emotional support dog. And Rascal was one of the fastest dogs at the dog park because he used to go to the dog park and chase after the other dogs. One day he was going to run across the street and chase another dog, and he ended up getting hit by a car. We took Rascal to Dr. Gadd.
He came into us with severe right-sided head trauma, a right radial nerve paralysis on his forelimb, and he had a luxated right hip. We gave him supportive care to get him through the initial trauma. Once he was stabilized, his radial nerve paralysis became more evident and was completely unable to use that right front leg.
He wasn't able to walk at all. He could barely even crawl because his two right legs were damaged. I had to carry him everywhere. Had to carry him outside, lay him on the ground. He couldn't even stand up to do his business.
Several weeks into post-surgical care, we actually sent him over to Furfix for some water therapy.
He came in on a stretcher, and what struck me most was his demeanor, his despair. He was depressed, and he had no will to participate. He had just given up. He had thrown in the towel. And you could just see in his eyes, he just wanted to be left alone.
He was definitely depressed. And you could tell that he was depressed. And Chip was very concerned for him also because Chip would whine a lot. And Chip's not a whiner, Chip's a barker.
It became an emotional effort. And so we had to get him to trust us. One of the things that we do at Furfix is that we customize every session for every individual dog. So for Rascal, we wanted to try to help him remember, because he's a German short-haired pointer. He's a runner. He's high energy. So we wanted him to remember that. We put him in a sling, and we're going to run in the pool because we're going to make him feel the speed. A switch flipped. I saw it with my own eyes the very second it flipped. And he looked like, wait a minute, I remember this. And just amazingly, one limb and then the other limb. And then he was swimming. And then the look on his face, the exuberance on his face that his limbs were moving and he was moving the water and he could feel his body. Indescribable. And that was the turning point. And that's where Rascal said, I'm all in.
It helped him to start walking on his own because before he was coming to Furfix, he actually wasn't really trying to walk at home, but then after being at Furfix for a few weeks, he'll be in the yard and he'll try to crawl and then stand up, crawl, stand up to a point where he was able to start hopping around, and then hopping turned into walking. The last day that Rascal came to the pool, he did a couple of laps and then he was ready to go, so we knew then that he was done basically swimming in the pool. He actually healed a lot quicker than we thought he was going to heal, from not being able to walk to completely being able to walk on his own.
We have a dog that was completely paralyzed, and now he's out running, he's out playing, he's using all four limbs, and it was just absolutely amazing.
He's doing very good. He's enjoying home-cooked meals, and his retired days of sitting on the couch while I'm at work.